Yo, we just changed the game with this one. Introducing Agii #2, the newest groundbreaking artificial intelligence software in the game. We got things like AI text generator, AI image generator, AI code generator, AI chat box, AI text to speech, and voiceover capabilities. Yes, it does coding. Yes, it does images. It literally does everything. Make sure you click the link at the top line of the description box. If you're a content creator, if you're an artist, if you're just a regular person that want to take your life to the next level, trust me, click that link at the top line. Let's talk about this because, if you guys didn't see, now Meek Mill and Wale are going at each other now. It stems from a picture that Wale and Meek Mill's former homie put up on Instagram today, and pretty much it was Wale and him. They was in a strip club, along with a video they put up. And as you see, Wale has his middle finger up. Now, Meek Mill said, "This is why the rap game is screwed. Along with ends be having secret jealousy vibes. You can't do songs or tours with them. LOL. He has always been jealous of me." Speaking of Wale, but trying to link with Meek haters intentionally. Wale killed all his relationships. Don't come around again with the bad energy. And he also, threatened him, but whatever. Yeah. Wale responded not too long on Twitter, said, "When you get in other people's unserious drama in this industry, 90% of the time they be back friends. Eventually, then you look silly in the end. So I'm minding my business. If a photo can create such vitriol, one has to ask himself some questions." Happy Monday. Now, let me say this real quick before I let you go in. Sure. You full of shit, Wale. Because at the end of the day, come on, man, you know what you're doing. And you ever heard the saying, I'm going to be quiet and let you go in after this, right? That a picture was worth 1,000 words. A picture that don't try to minimize the fact, and I love Wale and I love Meek. I'm not picking a side here, but it don't look good. You seen Dude Dean on academics going at Meek. Now, I did listen to a lot of the interview. He wasn't really going at him like that, but the fact that you even on academics platform and you were Meek Mill's homie, to me, is weird. It's a violation. He wasn't really going at me crazy. He was kind of hurt, it seemed like, talking to him. But like, the chess move the academics is doing. You know already, but you don't care. You just want to get on there and get your story heard. To me, I can't respect it. Now, back to the whole Wale situation. You know exactly what you did. You put a picture up with this dude, the same dude that's going in on Meek Mill, the same dude that's at odds with Meek Mill, right? And you got the middle finger up. You Meek Mill's former label mate. It just don't sit right with me. But how you feel about it, man?
I'm gonna take it from where you just left off. So let's say, right, because dude got the same picture Wale got, and the middle finger's up. Now let's say Homeboy's picture was on Instagram and his narrative was something thrown at Meek Mill. Wouldn't it look like Wale was confirming and co-signing that situation? He's sitting there with a picture.
And it
with
was
Homeboy
too. That's the thing. It was
with his middle finger.
Right.
The narrative can clearly be spun that way. Wale is not and one thing, Wale is not dumb. And if you listen to any interview Wale has done, you know he's definitely mental. And I'm not saying mental games are played, but it's always mental with dude. Always.
Sure.
It's always a meaning behind something with that dude.
Good point.
You know what I'm saying? Always. He's smart, calculated. So for him in that time to do that, you can't help Meek Mill, who definitely gets emotional and starts running his mouth on Twitter. So I'm not surprised that this got to Twitter. I wish it would have went private, but hey, it was on public platform, so it's going to be addressed publicly. I understand that climate, but it definitely was a jab, and it takes me back to the MMG days when they were all together and they were all flourishing and doing their thing. As much as I always loved Wale and I loved all three of them, I always seemed like there was this unauthentic vibe when it came to the friendship and dynamic with them two in particular.
Hey.
Like there was always this kind of level of competition, more so on Wale's side. Maybe he felt like he was in the shadow of a Meek Mill, or felt like he wasn't getting the shine of a Meek Mill when he may have felt competitively or from a hip hop standpoint he was better. It was always something there.
Right.
Always something unspoken. And we weren't there. I never spoke to Wale or Meek Mill. This is just something we observe as fans from the outside looking in. So it kind of confirms that to me right now, bro. It does. And I don't know what the beef is, but that was definitely more than what you gave off, Wale. And nah, you know what you were doing, bro.
Yeah, and that's like, when I first seen the picture, I'm like, this had to be some old dude put up. Like, I'm thinking that he got out with Wale back in the day when he was with Meek, but then I started looking at the picture more, and I'm starting like, nah, this shit was recent. So, like, that's the shit that you just don't do, right? Those type of things, and that's just why it's a lot of violence. Not that I'm condoning violence in a situation, but this is why a lot of people jump out the window, because niggas be doing shit like this. I gotta call it a spade a spade.
Mm-hmm.
You got odds with dudes, nigga popping up with him. Like, damn, like, so all this time, it taking and going at me for you now to pop up and show your allegiance?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So, like, and then you got other people from the city going at Meek Mill, going on play. But, see, Meek shouldn't feel betrayed. That's the heaviest the head that wear the crown, bro. At the end of the day, like, you now that dude from Philly. You the biggest thing that ever came out of Philly. The biggest hip-hop act. You know what I mean? At least commercially that came out of Philly. Might not be the best, but you're the biggest. So everybody want that spot. Everybody wants that spot when you're at the top spot. And they'll do anything if it means cutting your legs, your ears, your head. That's what they gonna do. And that's what I see people doing in Meek Mill right now. Could he have helped a couple more people probably in the city? Rappers? Probably. I'll give him that criticism. I'm not gonna knock his philanthropy work. He does a lot of shit. Yeah. He does a lot of shit in justice reform. But hey, you the top dog, so you gotta deal with the top dog shit.
Let me ask you a question about Meek. Do you think he hurts himself from a public standpoint or respect standpoint by not his response to certain things, but how he responds on the public platforms, and seemingly seems like he's just real emotional and out of balance when he does respond to certain things? Like, you understand where he's coming from, but the execution is always kind of wrong. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Do you think that hurts him? You know what I'm saying, on how he responds? Because you look at a Jay-Z, you look at even like a Diddy. They move in silence, right? And more, even bigger than them two. You look at anybody who's ever had like real power and flex real power, whether that be in the street, whether that be on the boardroom, wherever the case may be, they've always moved silently. It's always power behind silence. And when a statement needed to be made, it had impact behind that shit. Meek Mill is the total opposite of that shit. Yeah. Do you think that hurts him?
I think it does, and I think that, like, even the way people's playing with his name, man, like, he's the type of sucker.
Yeah.
Like, people got Diddy banging this dude out. People talking about that. He talking about how it's confusing his son. Like, people was just totally disrespecting this dude. And I think it's because he opened himself up to that. Because people stopped taking him as serious as they used to. Because he's running his mouth too much, bro. Yeah. And you saying all this nutty shit, deleting it. Like, say a couple things down to your shit and let it sit, let it stand. Let people take it how they gonna take it. Mm-hmm. But you keep, every day it's this, that. That's why I keep talking about how people water themselves down. Yeah. You know what I mean? And ruin that mystique about themselves by just talking too much shit. Just be a boss and shut the hell up. You ain't got to respond to everything. You ain't got to respond to everybody. Even this situation, like, even though I think this is warranted a response, because Wale was around you every day. I was on the same label. Yeah. And like you said, Wale was it's a calculated move any way you look at it. You putting the middle finger up. Even if you know Dean before that, it's like, this situation, I'm not going to fuck with you right now because you going at me. Or we not taking no pictures. I'll chill with you and shit because we cool. But please, bro, we not doing no pictures and shit like that.
Or even if we did, yo, do me a favor. Don't put this on social media, dog. If it go on social media, I'm calling you out.
Word.
Because I can't have that shit. I'm not involved with the drama. You know, me and me had a situation. Y'all know y'all going through something. Please respect that. Don't throw it on there. If you throw it on there with the intent on trying to fuck with this dude, I'm going to call you out publicly. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Right.
Keep it 100, but you didn't.
And I know people don't be thinking it's that serious, but it is. What if Rick Ross took a picture with him, with dude, or something like that? You know what I mean? Right now, or it just don't look right. Mad respect for Wale, mad respect for Meek Mill. It just, when I seen him, like, damn, because you don't really hear Wale say shit. I don't hear no music from Wale. I know he's still doing his ones and twos, moving around, but like, damn, dog, what type of shit is this?
Yeah, feelings are nothing, but at the same time, dog.
Right.
It just it ain't mathing, bro. Like, it looked like you got some harboring some feelings and you let them be public right then and there.
But Rick Ross need to intervene, man, and bring them two together or something.
Maybe will privately. We'll see.
Yeah, because it's like, come on, man. Like, I ain't know they was at odds, but nevertheless, it is what it is.
Yeah.